I think we're good now. See this thing going. It was weird. It's all jittery and stuff before. Alright. About 3 minutes in already. We got believe what we got here. We got Savio versus Waylon Mercy. I haven't thought about Waylon Mercy in a minute. They're showing a Savio coming in from the crowd. The first In Your House, his debut in the WWF was like this. The shirt, man. I got the shirt when I was a kid, and it still doesn't fit me. That's how big it was that I got it. Styles were different back then, man. You can't be walking around with skinny jeans and tight shirts. God, this thing's huge. It's like a dress. It's a dope shirt, though. Just can't, usually got to wear it with like a jacket on top or something like that. Waylon Mercy. It's a little bit of Waylon Mercy and Bray Wyatt, I would say, right? Not the current like Fiend Bray Wyatt, but like the old, like, I don't know, people call him the Waylon Mercy Bray Wyatt. Let's see what he's saying right now. I ain't heard shit. Anyway. Waylon Mercy in all white. Savio with the fucked up haircut. I mean, at least we got one match. No, I was about to say we had one match with no mullets so far. And we don't because referee Mike Chioda's in here. The sweet classic mullet. But Savio's got like a soul patch like on the back of his head. I think this is the first, not the first, but one of the only matches we're going to see where we don't have the classic WWF 90s situation where, I don't know what the hell that was, where every dude has a job. Let's see what we got here on this card. We got Savio and Waylon and Sid and, what's it called? We got the Hog Farmer. Sorry, got a Hog Farmer. We got a college professor. We got a pirate. I don't know if this guy's a pirate. I can't believe this guy's still wrestling right now. You guys will see what I'm talking about. We got a race car driver. That's in a dark match, of course. And we got a mortician. So, I guess we still got some of that. Waylon Mercy looks very unimpressive right now. I remember when I was a kid thinking he was like big, scary dude. And maybe, I don't know, maybe it's in the promo or something like that. But he's just looks like he's got bad hair, bad body. He's got all white. I mean, that's cool, I guess. But his top half is just a athletic shirt, a shirt, wife beater, as we used to call it back then. This match, these dudes look like they've never worked with each other before. And like, I guess that's possible, but usually I think they would do this stuff on like the house show circuit. Like, they're botching every single spot right now. This is horrible. Hey, we got Doc Hendricks. What's he gonna say? Interviewing. He's interrupting. Oh, Owen Hart. He's not here. He's not in the building. We have no idea what repercussions are going to be on the match tonight. So apparently, we were supposed to think it was Owen Hart and Yokozuna just like normal because they're the tag champs, and but he just didn't show up. I love how wrestling is the only job in the world where you could show up like an hour after the start of the workday, or not show up at all, and nobody cares. It's just like, oh no, what do we do now? And then when you show up the next day, everybody's like, what happened? Where were you? Oh, okay. Anyway, let's just move on like it's no big deal. What's scary about Waylon Mercy? He's got like, I think it's a cross tattooed on his forehead, and he gets the wide eyes. He's supposed to be like a cult leader, I guess. I don't know, man. I guess like Savio Vega's that little soul patch in the back of his head. It looks like it's like a Shaka bra. An interesting dude, man. I miss the old days of I guess AEW does it still. The thing they call the bike rack barrier, like instead of the big thick padded ones. It's cool when you're there. I mean, I've been lucky enough to sit like front row a lot lately at some WWE shows. It's actually like dope to lean against. Like you can never lean against that bike rack shit. But for watching, it's just so much cooler watching the bike rack style, you know. And I mentioned it right now because I'm looking and I was noticing how everybody's sitting down, nobody's leaning. I was like, well, they ain't got nothing to lean on, you know. But it makes for a much more like interesting like situation when they take it outside the ring. Ooh, bulldog. Savio with the sick bulldog. Oh, it looks like Mike Chioda stopped counting like a crackhead like he's been for the past couple of pay-per-views. He's got like a reasonable 3 count. I don't know what the hell these two... It looks like it's almost like they're shooting on each other because none of the moves are like chaining together at all. It's like you're supposed to be helping your opponent execute their moves. Oh my god, man. I don't know if he's like Layla Mercy might be just like blown up already. Cause his moves suck, like a lot. Big trash. Waylon Mercy. At least tonight he's big trash. About the only thing he can do, and I'm gonna give it to him. He's got the suplex game like going okay. But I don't know if it makes up for everything else he's messing up. Like vertical, belly to belly, belly to back. Well, I just missed it. This match is over. Crowd's cheering, so I'm guessing it's Savio. Thank God. Probably one of the underwhelming ass finishes that they always have. I just watching the replay of the shit that made me go off in the first place. Gotta clip it. See if they show a replay so I can see how the hell Savio pulled this off. Saginaw, Michigan. What'd he do? Oh, Savio with the what's that called? It's like a spinning heel kick, I think. I don't know, like Rusev does it. Actually pretty good. Work-wise, it's probably the most work in the whole damn match. God, this sucks. This sucks. What we got here? What we got here? So Gorilla Monsoon. Oh, he's like, yeah, he's like the president or the commissioner right now. He's talking to Jim Cornette, and Doc Hendricks is there. Jim Cornette. I'm not his biggest fan right now, but he's interesting on camera. He's stalling. He's trying to get Owen some time to get in the building. Oh, that's how we got here. So Gorilla Monsoon saying it doesn't matter if Owen's not here. We still have this damn match because I made it. And now I think in the background here, Psycho Sid's music, and here he comes with the $1 Million Man. I don't really remember those two being together, but I guess I just missed that. They're calling it a triple header. I guess it's a triple main event or something like that, which is, I guess, is this one of the three? I guess I don't know. Who's Sid going against? I don't remember. Probably not. Nope. I missed that part. Oh, I didn't miss it. I forgot. I moved it. All right, let's see. All right, what we got here? All right. Henry Godwin. That's a bizarre matchup, but I am interested to see this mid-90s Hoss fight. I'm a big Psycho Sid fan. I would say he's underrated, but it's all his fault. He should have been something. Henry Godwin on his way, and apparently he's a face now. Wait, is this like, I mean, he was not a face he was not a good guy in Your House 2. Last month he threw a bucket of slop on the $1 Million Man's head, and that's all it took. And he did it again. Oh, I got Psycho Sid like tearing him up. Apparently on Superstars. I miss Superstars, man. So this is last one was like July, and this one is September. So it's a couple months. I guess there's enough time for a face turn. Yeah, man, looks good, man. Miss him. Meanwhile, this is just to give you guys an idea if you weren't watching what this Sabio Waylon Mercy match looked like. Devastating kick. Like, what happened there? Like, look at that kick. He tapped him with the toenail. He's like, here I come. I got you. You got the head down. Dink. Oh, I'm gonna fuck you up. Dink. Sad. Anyway, so now we got the two big boys going at it. I guess the last two are pretty damn big too. Well, Mercy's easily over 300, and Savio's pushing it. Now we got Henry Godwin 6'4", easily 300. Sid, who's a legit, or Bill him at 7 feet. He's probably at least, let me see if they stand next to each other. I'm guessing like 6'9", maybe. Oh my goodness, he might be 7 feet. He's way taller than Godwin. And Godwin's 6'4". Let's see if we can find out. Sid Udy. What we got here now? Our man is stomping a mud hole in him. Sid Udy, 6'7", they say. Okay, maybe Henry Godwin's not 6'4" then. That's just what I looked up the other day. 6'7". Build at 7 feet, of course. Sid's got that pancake booty. Should be wearing some tights, not the underwear. Not a good look. Everything else about him is a good look though. He's got the tan, he's got the hair, the jawline, tall. Must be all that off-season softball cross training, right? It's hard to say which one looks more like a pro wrestler, right? Because Henry Godwin, I mean, he's not fat. Like, I don't know why I thought he was fat when I was a kid, because everybody else is like jacked to the gills, roided up and everything, right? Henry Godwin's like, if you just saw him on the street, I'm pretty sure you would just think it's just a big muscle bound dude. I don't know, he's got a little bit of a gut, I guess. Definitely 2 mullets in this match, though. Sid looks terrifying. What would he have been if he wasn't a wrestler? Like, if he could act, he could have been like typecast as, I don't know, he's too tall. I don't think like 6'7" dudes get roles, right? He had to be a wrestler or an actual psychopath. Who is this referee and why is he wearing long sleeves? This is bothering me. I don't know why. I think it's just like bizarre. Only I pay attention to shit like that. Henry Godwin missing the teeth, aka very clearly blacked out front teeth. This match has been on for like 5 minutes and they're already doing rest holds. I want a horse match. Doesn't mean I want these horses to sit down and relax. I mean, Sid has hit him with no fewer than 4 double axe handles so far. And like, he sets them up. Oh, here comes another one. And here comes another rest hold. It's weird, like, because we're quarantined right now, I see Sid, like, stick his hands in Henry Godwin's mouth. I'm like, that's nasty. Wash your hands, but, you know, I ain't worried about that back then. I wonder what other types of like nasty shit that they did back then. Like, forget about this whole quarantine situation we're in right now and everybody's like hypersensitive, but like, if you go to a show now, a live show, you'll see between matches, like especially WWE. I don't know, I think AEW does it too, but WWE especially, they cut the lights all the way off between matches, and they change out the mattress, the what's it called, the canvas, like several times a show. And I mean, it's necessary. Like, there's so many opportunities for like staph infections. Like, I think you see them out there too with like Lysol wipes, like wiping down the ring ropes. Oh, Ted DiBiase is getting very handsy in this match. Better get his ass beat or slopped on or something. Anyway, They do all types of stuff. I mean, like, and it's necessary because I mean, you've heard a lot of stuff about staph infections and like in sports and wrestling, and everything else. I don't remember. I didn't go to a bunch of live shows like when I was a kid, like back like in the '90s or whatever. But I don't remember ever seeing that before, ever before like 2012 maybe. I don't know. Yo, this referee sucks because $1 Million Man is barely hiding the fact that he's got his hands all over Henry Godwinn. That's something in the chat asking, how is Rousey doing WWE? I mean, she was doing all right. She's not around now. I think her contract's not up yet, but she's, if you believe the stories, I mean, she's trying to get pregnant right now. So, and she has not gotten pregnant. Her goal was to be pregnant already, but so she's not going to be around for probably until her contract runs out, unless they have a way of like extending the length of it, like they do when people get injured. Like I don't know if it works like that for trying to have a baby. It's not really an injury, you know. But who knows what those damn contracts say. Anyway, while I was talking about Ronda Rousey, Psycho Sid hit him with the Psycho Sid's like beautiful power bomb, which I said before it looks like a Razor's Edge power bomb combo. Knocked him out, and then rolled my guy out the ring with his nose like he is like a pig, like rooting in mud. Oh, and here comes Bam Bam Bigelow, wailing on Psycho Sid. And here comes Kamu Mustafa. There are so many big dudes in WWF right now in this period. So Kamu Mustafa is in the $1 Million Corporation. So those two are boys. There's a nice little stable right there. I believe Bam Bam was in the $1 Million Corporation and got kicked out or left or whatever. Ted DiBiase is about to... looks like he's trying to slap somebody, but Henry Godwinn's right behind him. Grabs a slap bucket. Oh, DiBiase gets slapped again. You gotta be a good sport to get that shit. Now you would think it's probably like nothing special, you know. It looks pretty nasty. Ooh, there's like plants and shit. Oh God, he's like shaking it off. It's gotta be getting all up in the crowd and stuff. But all the stories you hear from Bruce Pritchard, I mean, I know he lies like 75% of the time, but he says like, and I've heard it from other guys too, actually, like Roman Reigns, they don't fake the props. So whatever they put in the hog slop, the pig slop, yep. It wouldn't surprise me if it was actually like hella foul, like in real life. It's all like in his, it's like in his mouth and stuff. It's funny. If I was a kid, I mean, that shit would pop the hell out of me. They knew what they were doing back then. Every kid on the rail is like laughing his ass off at him right now. Oh, here we go. Gorilla Monsoon still arguing with Jim Cornette. Doc Hendricks just sitting there just asking for a decision. So the match is going to go down whether Owen shows up or not. He says he's giving some options. He said Yokozuna could go against Shawn and Diesel by himself. Jim Cornette's shitting his pants. Like he just watched a GCW show. Or Yokozuna can find a tag team partner and Gorilla Monsoon will sanction it for tonight only because this is a tag title match, you know? You can't just grab people. There's no freebird rule in WWF back then, you know? Jim Cornette's good in this role. We ain't got stuff like that right now. Doc Hendricks, meanwhile, not good in this role. Michael Hayes is infinitely more valuable in every other thing he's ever done in his life than playing Doc Hendricks. All right, so now we got British Bulldog coming to the ring. What's he doing? Who's he facing? looking pretty good. He cut the braids. Kind of missed those, but he looks good. He and Lex Luger have the look of a pro wrestler more than anybody else during my lifetime, I think. And now they just showed a clip of him like collaborating with Men on a Mission to take out Diesel. I'm confused who's the babyface and who's good guy. So now it's Bam Bam versus British Bulldog. So I'm guessing British Bulldog turned heel. That's what happened. All right. So it's Men on a Mission still heel. Bulldog's heel now. Bam Bam is face, which is very, very strange to me. It's hard to get used to that. But face Bam Bam just means he does cartwheels. That's the only difference. He does cartwheels and he smiles instead of just saying Bam Bam all the time. I miss the theme music though, where he just says Bam 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 Bam. It's very generic Jim Johnson shit now. So I guess cutting the braids off makes you a bad guy, I guess. Not sure I agree. It's incredible that Bam Bam Bigelow had a career as long as he did. He doesn't really look like a wrestler. He just looks like a real life badass, but not like a wrestler. But he could move, he could work. It's just who is actually caring about that stuff. I guess, actually, I think I got it wrong, because the fact that he was so large, doesn't matter if he's in shape or not, that's why he was able to survive back then, because it was big guys and body guys. Like, he was a bad guy for the longest time, so him being big as shit means he could be like a top of the card, main event, monster heel for whoever the territory's baby was, Hulk Hogan or whomever else. I'm trying to remember what he did when he was in WCW, but we got Jim Cornette. This would have been crazy. Jim Cornette trying to negotiate with Psycho Sid to see if he can get him to be Yokozuna's partner. You know how crazy a team of Yokozuna and Psycho Sid would be? Woo-hoo! Boy. I like the storytelling. Meanwhile, Bulldog's out here bumping like a cruiser for Bam Bam. I noticed something earlier today on IG. Saw Leo Rush doing a talk show, and it looked like he had Drew Gulak as his guest for tonight. And it seemed like he's been doing it, or he plans on keep doing it. But I'm wondering why during this quarantine period we don't have more workers doing stuff like that. Not even like the indie guys, or the indie girls, but the AEW, WCW, AEW, WWE guys and girls. Just like you see, like in the music industry, you see, like, DJ D Nice doing a show every night at 6 o'clock, and there was a 3-hour producer battle between Timbaland and Swizz Beatz a few nights ago, going head to head, beat for beat. And I'm sure if I paid attention, I would see I've seen Tyga on TikTok doing dances, and you have athletes playing the video game equivalent of their sport on Twitch, or a bunch of basketball players playing Call of Duty. But what are the wrestlers doing? Don't they understand this is an opportunity? I I don't understand. Are they being told they're not allowed to do it? Is like nobody in their ear? Like, do they not care or think about this stuff? Like, for so long, like WWE's been behind like basically just the NBA in terms of like really properly utilizing social media and being on top of like that fan engagement shit. And like right now, they're just shit in the bed. They're not doing anything, and I don't understand why. Rack them on the top rope. Wow, this Bam Bam Bulldog, they're working their asses off for like two dudes. Like Bulldog is probably like 265 or so, maybe 260, 250. Bam Bam easily over 300 pounds. They're making moves. Bam Bam with a headbutt off the top rope. Took a long time to pin those, so I'm guessing this ain't happening. Nope. 2 count. Of course. He literally goes 1, 2, kick out. Vincent McMahon says 3, got him. And he's like, oh wait, no he did. That's the order. It's like, Vince, are you even watching? Are you listening to Gorilla yourself? What did they call it back then when Gorilla Monsoon was still alive? Is it just the curtain? What do they call the Gorilla position? I mean, there's obviously an answer, right? Just not smart enough to know it. When you compare how hard these big guys worked back then compared to the ones now, and like people want to talk about how like everybody's like, I don't know, like people don't get to be this size really that much anymore. And you know, depending on who you talk to, I've talked to like a couple of indie guys, and they're like, nobody wants us anymore to be this size. Because everybody's got to be able to do the flippy shit, you know? At least, you know, that's what the big guys say. But you see these guys, and these guys are not doing, like, I don't know, who's a good, like a good reference point? Like, who right now is this size? Like, I can think of Luchasaurus, and I guess Jake Hager, and, you know, Killian Dane or Brody Lee or whatever. Other than Brody Lee and Luchasaurus, I'm not sure the guys this size that look like this are doing this type of work. Like Bobby Lashley, right? Bobby Lashley's like a good comparison for British Bulldog. He's bigger, a lot bigger. He's a monster, but he's not moving the way Bulldog moves. I don't think it's like much more careful. Like you can just tell it's more careful, and it's just like a wonder. Or like it's not a wonder when you think about it, how much strain these dudes are probably putting on their bodies compared to the guys now. And like I think the road schedule is even crazier than they are right now. Like careers and sometimes their lives got cut short, and it's kind of obvious, and it's kind of in a sick way when you look back at it. Like hell yeah, that shit got cut short. Look at what they do to themselves on the daily. Plus, when you think about it, it's not just like, oh, maybe they're being dumb about it. The way the compensation worked back then, I mean, nobody, people have like downside guarantees now, and I think they probably did even at this period of time, but they're much bigger now. Back then, you needed to work to really make a living, and you could very easily lose your spot, quote unquote, if you disappeared, if you took time off or whatever, if you were even allowed to take time off, So a lot of dudes, they worked, like you hear crazy stories about people working with like absurd fucking injuries. And that doesn't happen right now. They know better. Like there's some shit that happened, like real tragic shit that they can't have happen ever again. And so they can't push for stuff like that. So I think people feel more secure, like taking care of themselves now, which is good, but it's just sad when you look at what happened. Like both of these dudes are dead now, and they both died before they turned 50. I want to say Bam Bam died when he was like 43 or something like that. Bulldog might not even been 40 when he died. Let's look it up. Bulldog died 2002, I think, right before he turned 40. He died at age 39. For Bulldog, and Bam Bam died. I can't do the math. 46, right? Is that math right? Died at 45. This shit sucks, man. Like, it's crazy to think about that right now. Well, not right now, but when he died, Bulldog is a year older than I am right now. 2 years or whatever, you know. More wrestled, so. Or sorry, that was the previous match. This is like one of the first wrestles I've seen. There's wrestles galore in the Sid match. Yeah, they have a sneaky good match. Oh shit. Bulldog just picked up Bam Bam and tried to scoop slam him and held him up for a second, and then Bam Bam pancaked him. And it's funny because that's the type of spot that's supposed to make Bam Bam look so giant, but that's all Davey Boy's power, like being able to hold on to him for that long. Ooh. Going up top. Bam Bam going to the top rope. How many dudes this size go to the top of all that? And he's going up backwards. So this ain't a diving headbutt. Bam Bam's about to moonsault. I mean, it wasn't a pretty one. It's like a Cody Rhodes moonsault. But he is like 320, 330, 340, I bet. Well, yeah. Let's say 320. But whatever, man. It's fucking huge. B305. Shit, this shit's still crazy. And now Bulldog just went off the top. Wasn't like the most graceful thing, but you know. And here comes another slam. Scoop slam for Bulldog. 2, 3. It's so funny. As great as most of this match was, there's still some shit that just does not hold up anymore. Like, Bulldog whipped Bam Bam to the corner, Irish whip style. Then he scoop slammed him. Not as like running power slam, just scoop slammed him. 1, 2, 3. Like, the shit doesn't hold up. Ooh. Xenophobia works even if you're from a white ass country. There's a dude with an American flag waving in his face. And now we got now they're showing the WWF hotline with both of these guys, both Henry Godwin and Ted DiBiase on there. Ted DiBiase still covering the slot because obviously there's no time to go clean up because you got to go work the phones. And they have a little split screen, and they're probably just sitting right next to each other. And Ted DiBiase looks furious. It's great, man. The acting was great back then. All right, what we got? What's up next? This is not terrible so far. We got a promo for, I think it's WrestleMania, which is... I feel very sensitive about this because I was supposed to be at WrestleMania. I was supposed to be right now. I was supposed to be gone. I had a flight today, leaving at 1:30 this afternoon to go to Texas to see some family first for a few days. Then I was going to go to Atlanta for Monday Night Raw this coming Monday. I was going to stay there for a couple days. Then I was going to Tampa, Florida. I was going to be in Tampa, Florida less than a week from today. Oh, I got a promo. They're going to show WrestleMania 11 on Saturday night. I think that's the one that Bam Bam and Lawrence Taylor headline. Here comes Bob Backlund in a nice little bow tie, 3-piece suit, looking psychotic. Is this when he was running for president? That big ass book, and what is this? What is this gimmick? I forget. Did he read the dictionary? I think Bob Backlund actually did run for office at some point, right? As a Republican? Not president, but I think he ran for something. I don't remember. Maybe that was kayfabe too. He's got the mic. I believe he said, try not to exacerbate me. Where is your... Did he just say, where's your lexicon? You stealing some shit from... Jared, did you steal the shit from Bob Backlund? He's holding... It's either a dictionary or a thesaurus. He's just screaming at the crowd. I don't know what he's screaming about. It's interesting to me how many of these old pay-per-views have backstage interview segments, in-ring promos. There's a ton of them. I wonder if they were doing this back on the Big Four too back then. Looks like he's introducing somebody. £234. Is this who I think it is? Is this Dean Douglas? It is Dean Douglas. Dean Douglas, Shane Douglas, man. Is he still? He's still with us, right? Just showed a video of him and Razor Ramon. Him with 1-2-3 Kid. So I'm guessing, what is this, like a Razor Ramon match with Dean Douglas? I looked this up already. I just don't remember. The style from back then was freaking terrible, man. They just showed Dean Douglas with his mom jeans and his poofy ass shirt tucked in. Dean Douglas has a giant exclamation mark on the back of his tights, and I don't know why. It's my guy. 287 pounds. What are we doing right now? From Miami, Florida. His opponent and loser, Razor Ramon. If this dude is actually 287 pounds, they are kayfabing the shit out of these weights. I mean, I know he is definitely big. He's bigger than I realized. Because I look at him now, I was like, oh, he got fat, whatever, blah, blah, blah. He's big, but 287, it's nuts. I mean, maybe, I guess it's possible. I've never seen a guy introduce his opponent before. I've seen a guy call his own match before. Shout out to Jerry Lawler. He seems very incensed right now. Razor, maybe you just need to calm down a little bit, buddy. It can't be that serious, Razor. Dean. And now we got, oh man, there's another crazy match this would have been. So now we got Jim Cornette talking to King Mabel, wearing the crown, trying to get him to team with Yokozuna. The other day, I said Yokozuna is even bigger than Mabel, and I was very, very, very wrong. Mabel is wider and like a foot taller. There's really nothing to say about this right here. I just think it's funny. This, on the other hand, I got something I got to show you guys. Dean Dog is not a small dude. Razor Ramon just caught him like he was a child. Like, what is the point? I mean, he has like a professor gimmick. Like, what is this exclamation mark? What does this mean? Is it just a fucking rib? Like, why is he wearing this? He has like a fake crest on the front. At least that makes sense. But what is going on with this? Meanwhile, did I not send this shit? What's going on here? Meanwhile, look at these dudes. Look at this shit, man. Look at this. He's so much bigger than he is. Sheesh. Oh, am I supposed to be paying attention to this match? Because it's not interesting. It's not good. There's a lot of fire, I guess. I mean, because like Razor Ramon's really mad at Dean Douglas coming in, interfering with his matches or whatever, I guess. But just like Dean Douglas is not interesting in WWF. Like he's not ECW Shane Douglas. He's not even WCW Shane Douglas. I'm not really sure I understand the relationship between Dean Douglas and Bob Backlund. Other than, I guess, Bob Backlund's supposed to be intellectual or whatever. Like somehow British Bulldog and Bam Bam Bigelow had a more exciting match than Razor Ramon and Dean Douglas. The most exciting thing to me is Tim White's here. And in 1995, he looks the same as he did in 2006. I barely remember Dean Douglas really wrestling that much in WWF. I wonder how long he was around before he left. Let's see if we can find some stories here. What we got? Let's see, Shane Douglas. Let's find his WWF years. Returned WWF in 1995. All right. Yeah, college dean character, blah blah blah. Rivalry with Razor Ramon after grading him MF. I wish it was for what you think it is. MF for miserable failure. Which I don't know. I guess it's funny. After Razor lost to Shawn Michaels at SummerSlam, gave him an MF. That's kind of funny. Anyway, he beat 1-2-3 Kid in his in-ring debut, which we saw by DQ. Ooh, Bob Backlund, Razor Ramon program, that would have been dope. He was supposed to raise Shawn Michaels the IC title at the next In Your House, which we won't talk about that, blah, blah. Anyway, so I guess he did okay. Looks like he had a title win somewhere along the way. How long was he? He was like a year. He's back to ECW in 1996. So no, I'm not crazy. He's barely around. And then so he's back in ECW in 96 and until like 99, and then he went back to WCW in 99. Yeah, he was in WCW in like the early 90s too. So no, he was in WWF for like a year. That was it, 1995. And even then, he only showed up in like September. Okay, so I'm not crazy. I wonder why he left. What's the real story? This match is whack. I can't stop staring at this giant exclamation mark on his back. I don't understand it. I also don't understand. It looks like he's got like these leg warmers. Like they almost look like, you know, when you have like knee pads and you roll them down for, you know, to expose the knee to make a sort of knee strike like look more devastating. And then they end up looking like leg warmers. But that's not what it is. He's just wearing leg warmers. Don't really know what to say about that. just caught him calling the spot. Come on, Kevin Dunn. Help your guys out. Reverse some sort of whack like arm thing, like submission move, and then he reversed it, and Dean Douglas got out of it in about 3 seconds because he's, I guess, smarter than Razor Ramon. It's actually like kind of like a funny, like one of the funnier reversal or rope breaks I've ever seen before. What did I bust it open a little bit? Got a little red on his nose. Got a lot of rest holds in this pay-per-view, man. Kind of sucks. Only because like there's nothing like in between the rest holds like to make it like actually interesting. I don't know why this makes me laugh. I guess I'm looking for anything to be entertained by. Now they're both laid out. Now they're both resting. One, two, oh. They're both still awake. Lucky us. Lucky us. At least Razor Ramon still got these dope punches. His working punches are the best. Might be the best of all time. Nice little, ooh. It's like, there's a name for that. Excalibur would know. It's like a, or maybe Jim Ross is on here calling shit. It's like a finger lock, Northern Light suplex or something like that. Here comes, now he's up in the middle of his 5 moves of doom, which I think is only 3. Oh, Dean Douglas interrupted it. Now Dean Douglas going up to the top. Is he going to moonsault? There's no way. Oh, it's like a high cross body. And only 2. Uh-oh. Referee got knocked out. Wonder what's going to happen. What's going to happen, you guys? Now, Bob Backlund is around. Is he going to cheat? He's like trying to shake the ref awake. I don't remember. I guess Bob Backlund's not a cheater. Here comes the Razor's Edge. Got him up. Why do wrestlers do this when they should be able to tell the referee's not paying attention? I guess, you know. And somebody's in here. Why does this matter? Like, 1, 2, 3 Kid just came in and counted 3 for Razor Ramon, which means literally nothing. And now Razor Ramon's pissed off, shoves him in the head. 1, 2, 3 Kid's getting a fight with Razor Ramon. Oh my god. Razor Ramon just killed 1, 2, 3 Kid. Dean Douglas rolls him up. 1, 2, holding the tights, 3. So now we're going to have a feud again with 1, 2, 3 Kid and Razor Ramon. I think they're already fighting, though. Somehow, for some reason. They were tag team partners. Meanwhile, let's look at this beautiful rope break. No! I don't know why that makes me laugh. I think it's hilarious. So Dean Douglas beat Razor Ramon. Huh. It was kind of like a schmaz, but beat Razor Ramon. He pinned him. No interference. Just some distraction. Friendly distraction. And he did hold the tights, but whatever. You know, he's a heel. That's what he does. Oh, they're going to show it from this angle, and Vince McMahon's probably going to lose his mind. And also, Razor Ramon's shoulders were up. That angle is not great. And now Razor Ramon just picked up 1, 2, 3 Kid. He's throwing him in the ring. Very confused. 1, 2, 3 Kid thinks they're friends. Razor Ramon does not. Now they're shoving each other. And he just smacked the shit out of 1, 2, 3 Kid. And now they're going to fight. Now it's pull apart. Here's Gerald Briscoe. And another Hebner. How many Hebners are in the ring right now? I see Kyoto, Tim White, some other guy I don't know. Only there's like 7 dudes, and yeah, it's a Hebner. I don't know if it's Earl or Dave. That must be Dave, because he's in a suit. Earl Hebner would not be in a suit, right? And now suddenly we're in a commercial for traveling somewhere. Did they do this? They just had commercials in the middle of the damn fucking pay-per-views. Canadian Rockies. Undertaker. I'm tripping right now. Ooh, Goldust. Goldust is on the show. In Your House, October 22nd, Winnipeg, Canada. Okay, that's what it was. It was just a weird fucking promo. And now Doc Hendricks is here dressed like a leather daddy. Oh, okay, he's wearing Shawn Michaels' hat and his heart sunglasses. Only $25. I wish. What a great collectible that would be. 1-800-TITAN-91. What else we got here? Just, I guess, they come with some sort of classic video. All right, it's a good deal. Now we got the World Champ Diesel, IC Champ Shawn. I guess they changed the white strap to black strap. Going for the tag titles. We got here like Undisputed Era with all these belts. All the gold was dripping in gold. You know what's funny right now? IC title looks better than the world title. Can't tell. It's not the winged. I don't think it's the winged eagle. Is it? No. It's not bad. I really like that IC title though. The new one is whatever. The one that they have, like, in a vacuum, is actually not bad, but replacing the old one, it's a step down for sure. All right, what we got here? Oh, Goldust time. Yeah. Thank you, D. Cohen. I got this Outsider shirt. When did I get this shirt? I got this shirt. This is like an original Outsider shirt. I got this at a Nitro in probably like 1997. That's what I'm guessing it was in Savannah, Georgia in 1997. Maybe like a house show or something like that. So it's Goldust versus. Is this PCO? I can't tell. When I see Bret Hart. Is it Bret Hart versus PCO? I could have sworn I heard Goldust music. I'm bugging right now. Goldust is on the card, but it's a dark match. Boo! Boo! I got tricked. So it looks like it's gonna be Bret Hart versus PCO. Here comes Bret Hart's music. There's no mistaking that. I'm just gonna call this Bret Hart vs PCO. I know it wasn't called PCO back then, but I can't spell as Jean-Pierre Lafitte, and nobody knows who that is anyway. People know PCO, so we're going PCO. It's Michael. Bret Hart, my second favorite Hart on this card. It's funny that, oh my God, Bret Hart almost killed himself. Bret Hart with a suicide dive, which I don't see a lot of. And maybe we just figured out why, because he just went all the way over the top of PCO, right onto his head. It's funny, Jean-Pierre Lafitte looks like a pirate version of Bret Hart. Like his ring gear is very Hart Foundation-esque. Like, I don't know if that's intentional or not. Maybe that's why they're beefing. Maybe that's why this match is happening. Maybe Bret Hart's like, yo, bro, like, I'm pink and black. What are you doing? He's got the same shoulder pads. Yeah, Bret Hart is a psychopath right now. He's calmed down a little bit. PCO is wearing a Jeff Hardy style tank top. Nice see-through joint. How much of his career did PCO not have an eye patch? Did Bret Hart even give away his glasses this time? It must be serious business if he kept them shits on his head. I mean, I thought it was serious business when I saw the suicide dive, but now that I know he didn't give away his glasses, I know it's serious business. I was just making fun of Bret Hart the other day for never doing suicide dives, and now I've seen him like do like 2 in like 3 days. I don't remember much about PCO back in this time frame. I just remember he was the pirate guy. that is not a good sign. But maybe he was like not a guy, like a character that was like really like targeted towards kids. Like I know this is like the kid friendly new generation era WWF, but they had to have some people that were like more for the adults, right? Is that fair to say? Let's do a new one. I messed this one up. Let's fix this one. Where did Jean Pierre Lafitte even come from? Like he's like not that big. He's definitely not cut, not in any type of shape at all. Like he's got the see-through shirt, but his what you see through the shirt is his giant beer gut. And like this match is on the pay-per-view, but like they've been doing dark matches for like at this point like 5 months. Like, how do we get Bret Hart working like half the fucking year with PCO? Not current ROH World Champ PCO, but fake pirate beer belly see-through shirt PCO. Bret Hart can make anybody look good, though. So, like, maybe that's the answer to my question. I mean, how many bad matches has Bret Hart ever had? Gonna count him out? Gonna count him out? It's looking a little quiet for Bret. Check this out. Check this out. Bret Hart. Willing to risk it all. Stay down, you idiot. Jerry the King Lawler trying to give Bret Hart advice. I guess PCO, I mean he's he's like wrestling in like thigh-high boots. He's like a sexy pirate. Wrestles. Can't wait. Can't wait. Ain't got enough of them in this. More wrestles. It's interesting to me because I mean, so we got Vince McMahon obviously on here, but you got Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler, and so that means Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler were working together all the way back in 1995. I don't think I knew that. Bret Hart, a great wrestler here, like top tier. You can argue all types of shit about Bret Hart and his legacy and how he drew as a champion and whether or not he was like, is he overrated? Is he in the Mount Rushmore? Is he in the top 5? Where does he rank? He might have had the best wrestler here of all time. Who else is there? I mean, Shawn Michaels is up there. Ironically, Goldberg and Stone Cold Austin up there too. But when you think of like the hair on wrestlers that like only works on wrestlers, but like works well on wrestlers, I think Bret Hart he might be number 1. He might be the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. He's like the prototype. Oof. PCO just hit a leg drop off the top rope. Shit doesn't make any sense, man. And by the way, Mike Yoda's back to count like a crackhead with the super fast like heel count. 1, 2, 3, like that. Oh man, relax. Just give him the last rites. PCO, the Pirate Priest. PCO going back to the top with his tight pants and his sexy thigh highs. Oh, I can't believe I just saw PCO go for a swanton bomb in 1995. There's a lot of stuff we took for granted, or at least I took for granted. I feel like I never seen stuff like that. I mean, he missed, but he tried. Jean-Pierre Lafitte. Always going for the sharpshooter. Did he? He didn't go for the 5 moves of doom, did he? That's why I didn't hit the sharpshooter. Kicked him right out the ring. Jean-Pierre Lafitte. What? Was he doing this the whole time and I just don't remember? Oh. How is he still wrestling today? This is 25 years ago. If he's doing shit like that back then. God damn. Oh my. Oh. Oh my God. That was shocking. I was not ready for that. I ain't ready. I ain't never ready for a PCO match, I guess. He's a fucking maniac. Oh, he's getting rolled up. 1, 2. Nope. Jesus. It's interesting though, like all these like big ass spots that BCO's going for. You might as well be wrestling Miz because he ain't getting caught on none of them. Almost. I mean, it's anybody's game with Mike Chioda counting these counts. What's he going for? He's going for a snake eyes? Oh, is he going to beat him with this nonsense? Alright, good. I mean, like I said, Bret Hart can make anybody look good. But PCO's definitely working his ass off this match. I got to give him his props. Oh, he's trying to cheat? Still didn't work? Shame. I mean, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, but if you're getting caught, you're fucking up. Oof. There goes the classic Bret Hart whip to the turnbuckle and make it look like you just had a heart attack. He's so good at that. Ooh, Bret Hart flying around. It didn't work out. I think maybe I just didn't give Bret Hart enough credit for how often he leaves his feet, other than like the elbow drop, part of the top 5 moves of doom. And PCO's going back up to the top for like the 3rd or 4th time this match. Is he going moonsault this time? No, he's probably going back for the swanton. Nope, just diving headbutt, whiff, as usual. Bro, he ain't catching you. You ain't hitting none of those moves. There goes. They just both fell. I don't know what that was supposed to be. He's trying to do a sharpshooter from the ground. It looked like a leg bar. How is he going to flip this over? Oh, wow. That's impressive. Get a sharpshooter from like the figure 4 position. He's almost there. He's almost there. Oh, he got him up. That's impressive. That's impressive because that looks hard. And he tapped out, of course. Pretty good, PCO. Bret Hart. I'm impressed. I mean, you got like several good spots in this match. Not the least of which is this one right here. Sheesh. I mean, I guess he kind of went feet first. Barely, man. And look at those mats, man. It's like a strip of padding. Bret Hart's like, nope. He's like, ah. Oh, and now they've revealed that Bulldog is going to be the tag partner for Yokozuna. And President Gorilla Monsoon is forced to sanction it for tonight only. I wonder what happened to Owen. Was he injured? Like, at the actual story? Let's see if there's an explanation on the wiki. Oh, this is a very interesting match. Now, I think there's a stipulation here that I missed out on. Because they said the person who was pinned would lose the championship. So that I think that means if Shawn or Diesel were pinned, they would lose their championships, whichever one of them was pinned. So Medusa coming out in a triple header shirt. So that's the triple header. It's not a triple main event. It's all three of those title. Okay, I gotcha now. I gotcha. I gotcha. Very interesting. All right. While they sit here and vamp and try to sell merch, I'm getting jerked. All right. Sorry about that. So Sean's already in the ring. Here comes Big Daddy Cool. He really does have. I was laughing the other day because apparently I don't remember this shit at all, but this team was called Two Dudes with Attitudes, which is the most bum ass like Vince McMahon branding I've ever. I mean, I'm just gonna blame it on Vince. I mean, it could be Bruce Pritchard or whoever else, you know. And I was like, nobody called him that shit, man. This is like some weird like revisionist history. But Diesel's out here with dudes with attitudes on his ring gear. Oh, there goes the OD pyro. I love this pyro, man. I'm good, bro. Thanks for the offer. Nope. I'm good. Thank you, though. Thanks for stopping by. So yeah, referees holding up every title belt, so I guess they're all on the line. I love Yoko with the facial hair. He should have done that the whole time. I don't know why, it just looks better. Alright, so here's Earl Hebner. So I guess that was Dave Hebner before. Everybody, well, 3 of these 4 dudes look like $1 million. The 4th dude looks like £1 million. See what I did there? Bucks, pounds. Hilarious. And Shawn Michaels got the 2 dudes with attitudes tights. How did I just don't remember this shit at all. This is a terrible name. I must have blocked it out. I don't remember this shit at all. This was like an interesting like time where like heels and faces like were friends with each other just because they were heels and faces. Like you didn't have to have any explanation. Didn't have to be any kind of history. It was just British Bulldog's bad guy, so he's gonna help another bad guy. These Twitch bots are not good. Like, somebody needs to help them. So British Bulldog's working 2 matches tonight. After that, like, he had like a bomb-ass match with Bam Bam Bigelow, and now he's in the ring getting his shit tossed around by Shawn Michaels. By the way, that's a crazy sentence right there. Because Bulldog is like a big powerhouse, and Shawn Michaels is a little guy. Oh, I thought he was about to pick up Yokozuna. That was awkward. Diesel and Shawn, they're not always on the same page, I guess. They just knocked Yokozuna out the ring, though. I guess that was it. That was the end goal, so mission accomplished. I still don't remember why or how we have both Fuji and Cornette as the whatever valets or managers, both of them. Like, I think one of them came with one guy and one of them came with the other, but I just don't remember who's who. Or maybe I'm wrong and they were both with Yokozuna. Shawn Michaels is making fun of Yokozuna with the old sumo pose stuff. I don't know what it's called. I'm sorry. But, I mean, I guess it's not really offensive to him because he's Hawaiian. And now he's actually doing it. Well, are they going to actually, like, collide? Out of here. He weighs literally like 3 times as much as Shawn. Of course, the American is smarter than the Japanese guy, right? That's how this stuff goes, right? Small guy is smarter than the big dumb guy, right? That's how this goes. In the end, though, Yokozuna weighs 600 pounds. Shawn Michaels weighs like $190, and he got his ass flattened. I'm like floored that Yokozuna can move at all. Like, I've seen so many people just in real life that weigh literally half as much as him, so like 300 pounds, who can barely get one foot in front of the other. Bro, like, Yokozuna is in this ring, like, making magic happen. He's like bumping around. Like, this is the second time I've seen him fly out of the ring. There's like some underrated workers in this time period, you know? Like, they get very, like, this like new generation period gets shitted on all the time because it went from like, it was like a hard left turn from like the big dudes to the little dudes. They weren't making money for whatever reason. But like Bulldog, Yokozuna, Shawn, Bret, Diesel, Razor Ramon, all these guys could work, man. Even there's a match like the last In Your House with Jeff Jarrett. He can work too. They're all interesting. There's a bunch of duds for sure, but the ones that were making the pay-per-view cards, like even like PCO was like, he's supposed to be nobody, but he held his own against Bret Hart. And Bulldog's like, I need rest holds too, because I've been doing this shit all night long. That's fair. That is fair. I was just saying before how much these dudes are like killing themselves. Now Bulldog's working 2 in a night. Oh, Bulldog went for the running power slam against Diesel. He had him like casually, like it was nothing. Even Diesel, man, like we make fun of Kevin Nash now. Like this, like 1995 Diesel, he moves pretty good, you know. I mean, he looks a lot lighter. Like he's got to be over 300, but not much more than 300. He almost looks skinny. Oh, nice. That's one of those moves that like shoot probably doesn't make any sense, but in kayfabe looks pretty cool. Like Shawn Michaels got up on the shoulders of Diesel in the corner and then jumped off of his shoulders instead of jumping off the top turnbuckle. So it was like 2 feet higher, 1 foot higher. Bulldog just racked Shawn on the top rope. Just like military press into a rack. That's smart. Like, why don't more people do that? That actually looks like it might hurt a lot. That could actually be a devastating move, you know? Now I got Yokozuna with his big ass foot right on Shawn's throat. Shawn Michaels selling it. Like, I don't think he really had to work hard to sell that. Like, that probably actually was like nasty and probably really hurt. Because once again, Yokozuna is 600 pounds. Shawn Michaels with the flare flip in the corner. There will never be another Shawn Michaels. Nobody has come even close. But you watch this, you can see why people shit on Dolph Ziggler all the time for being a clone. Now we got Bulldog on the outside, taking his licks. Jim Cornette hovering with that tennis racket, just waiting for his opportunity. And Mr. Fuji just for no reason waving the Japanese flag. This is like so much like choreographed, like great healing off. Like it's like beautiful, you know? And now is the point where it's like, I mean, they're still like resting, but it's not rest holds, you know? Like the pace is like a very like heelish pace, but lets everybody like, you know, get some rest. Like it's smart. I like it. It's good for storytelling and it's like good so you don't blow your ass up. But now we got down to a rest hold, which is fine because again, Bulldog worked 2 matches tonight, and his partner is motherfucking Yokozuna, who's 600 pounds. 600 pounds. I just can't get over how big he is, and like Mabel's bigger. Like they showed them together. They were potentially, you know, they teased that they were going to be the ones teaming up. I feel like I remember hearing Bruce Pritchard talk about how much of an athlete Yokozuna was. And like, it's obvious when you watch him. Like, you look at his body, like if you were just looking at pictures, you wouldn't think athlete for a split second, because it just all rolls. But when you watch him move, everything, like his punch, like just the way he punches, the way he walks, like, again, just watch people in your everyday life who are not small and how they move. Yokozuna doesn't look like that. Like, there's nothing sluggish in any of his movements at all. Oh, bonsai drop time. Teasing the bonsai drop. Them ropes are clinging on for dear life. Didn't work. Shocking. I think it's funny that Yokozuna, when he does hit the bonsai drop, it like completely wipes him out. Like, he's like, his ass is like, bro, you can't do this to us. His cheeks like, come on, man. Do you not know how big we are? Stay on the ground. And here comes Bulldog. Here comes Diesel. Hot tag time. Hot tag to a 7-footer is an interesting look. I still can't get over how much selling and flying around Bulldog does, considering he's a power guy and he's not a small one. Diesel Yokozuna is like a crazy sight. About to whip Bulldog into Yokozuna. Oh my gosh. Hey! Just whip Bulldog into Yokozuna. He like somersaulted into Yokozuna, and then Yokozuna plopped right on top of Bulldog. Boom! Big foot by Kevin Nash. Now he's signaling for the power bomb. Yokozuna's still in the ring. And here comes Cornette, knock the fuck out. Yokozuna with a Samoan drop. What's going on here? I don't even know who the fuck's legal anymore. I think it's Diesel and Bulldog. Sweet Chin music by Shawn Michaels. Yokozuna goes flying out of the ring for a third time. 600 pounds, a third time. Bulldog got Nash up. Big slam, scoop slam, 2 count. Shawn Michaels with the elbow drop to save the pin. Now, this is back when like referees are not having the damn partner coming in to interrupt counts. Like, that shit happens all the time now. Oh, look who decided to show up. Now Owen Hart's here. Where was he before? Owen Hart, top rope. I mean, what? Why is okay? So why? So Earl Hebner is not cool with Shawn Michaels interrupting, but Owen Hart comes in and he counts the 3 on a guy that's not in the match. What? That's it? So Shawn and Diesel are the tag champs now. Oh no, it's not in the match. He's not in the match. Why would you do that? If anybody wants to know if Earl Hebner was part of the Montreal screw job, just watch this match. This is the where are they? Saratoga. This is the Saratoga screw job. No wait, they're wherever, man. They're the Saginaw screw job. There you go. Where is this shit? Saginaw. This is a Saginaw screw job. There was no reason. A man comes into the match who's not in the match. He tries to attack the wrestler. He doesn't hit the wrestler. Okay, so you don't call a DQ. That's fine. Why would I pin him? Why is that okay? So just Shawn and Diesel can just pin anybody they want to. It doesn't matter. This is insane, insane logic. If this shit happened right now, you would see hashtag cancel WWE Network trending. I mean, whatever, you know. Do what you got to do. I guess that's that. That's so funny, man. Like, they put on like a decent show. Like, on paper, shit looked horrible. It just did not look good. And like, they had like 2 or 3 good matches. And then they end on poop. Like, it's a poop finish. Like, how many matches they had? They had Savio Vega versus Waylon Mercy, poop. Sid versus Henry Godwin, poop. Bulldog Bigelow was a good match. Dean Douglas, Razor Ramon, not great. Bret Hart versus PCO was a good match. And this match is a good match. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6 matches. What are we gonna say? Two and a half of them. Okay, it's not a good show. I guess I take it back. Not a good show. But the end is just hot, steaming garbage. Doesn't make any sense. Well, you know, whatever. I didn't give a shit about these shows. This is a cash grab, is what it is. They're like, oh, we can do a pay-per-view every month? Yeah, let's do that. Anyway, all right, so that was In Your House 3. I told you guys I was not excited about watching this in the first place. But, you know, I wanted to see Undertaker. I thought I was going to see Undertaker, but it looks like I'm not going to see Undertaker. Because Wikipedia told me I was going to see Undertaker. But I'm not, apparently. So, I got lied to. But that's fine. That's fine. So, In Your House 4, if I'm going to be dumb enough to do that, because here's the thing. If I don't do In Your House 4, I want to do WrestleMania 7 or WrestleMania 9. 7 because it's good. 9 because I got to defend my show. So In Your House 4 is in Canada, as we saw before, Winnipeg. So let's see what we got here. Allegedly, it is Triple H versus Fatu, which is probably Make a Difference Fatu, which is hilarious. The Smoking Guns versus the 1, 2, 3 Kid and Razor Ramon. How much later is this? This is a month later. All right. Interesting. Goldust versus Marty Jannetty. All right, see, that looks like something I want to watch. King Mabel versus Yokozuna. Speaking my language. And then Razor Ramon versus Dean Douglas. I thought he had a match already. So Razor Ramon fights twice on this card. Bulldog versus Diesel. And that's it. Is it worth it? This versus WrestleMania like 7? The whole point of me doing these In Your Houses is because, you know, we're all quarantined. We're all stuck in our houses or whatever. But now I feel like I'm being stuck in the In Your House series, and I don't know. Maybe if I skip 4 and go to 5 or something like that, right? No. I want to see a Goldust match, but I don't want to see it badly enough to watch the rest of this trash. So let's see what's on In Your House 5, right? In Your House 5, subtitled Season's Beatings. So it's Marty Jannetty and Razor Ramon versus the 1, 2, 3 Kid and Psycho Sid. That looks crazy. Ahmed Johnson defeated Buddy Landell. Why is this man wrestling in 1995? Triple H versus Henry Godwin. Owen versus Diesel. Undertaker versus Mabel, allegedly, because I heard that before. Oh, it's a casket match. Bret Hart versus Bulldog, and that's it. I don't know. I think it might be time to go to WrestleMania. So I guess I'm gonna think about it. It's Thursday. I'm not streaming again until Saturday. I'll think about it. But anyway, that was interesting. Not a great show, but you know, it's fun watching it. Anyway.